This is Brett Wilkin at the 2021 Chicago Pro. He placed second here, which was a fantastic showing considering this was the first time Brett Wilkin competed as an open class competitor. Would you believe back in 2017, Brett Wilkin began his bodybuilding career as a men's classic physique division competitor. He actually earned his pro card in that division. What a difference, guys. Of course, he did not go right from classic to the open class. He competed in the 212 division in between, so I thought it would be interesting to set these three versions up of Brett Wilkin to really see the evolution of this man. From 2017 classic, he competed in 18 as well in classic, to 2019 212, to, of course, the present day. Well, this was 2021. Keep in mind, guys, if you go by his prep pictures on Instagram, go ahead and follow him on Instagram, by the way, you can see that he may need another video to show the difference of nowadays, because I believe he has packed on even more beef. Now, the biggest difference here that I see is actually the lats. You see that? His lats are enormous. Back in the day, he didn't have what you would call, potential to be a future Mr. Olympia. I'm sure nobody really thought that of him. But I mean, now, guys, placing second at the Chicago Pro, and he is a shoo-in for a first call-out at the Arnold's Classics 2021. I mean, this just goes to show you guys. A guy that competes in 212, he could go down to Classics, still look good. He could go to the Open, still look fantastic. I mean, these bodybuilders, very incredible athletes for sure. Let's go through these poses here because we're not judging this one. We're just, seeing the difference. Look at the lats. And again, not so much a difference in the lats from classic to 212 because it is a difference. I mean, come on. He's a twice as big in the chest and the arms. But I'm talking lats here, torso heap. Look at the torso heap from 2012, the 212 division, to the open class, 2019, 2021. That difference, look at that. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now, when you look at the wheels, harder to gauge the mass that he put on from classic to 212, because he's wearing the undies and the posing trunks in 212. But look at the 212 wheels compared to the open class. That's unbelievable. You see that little swipe across his quad there? I thought that was oil. Must have been some sort of a scar there or something. Maybe he had surgery. I'm not exactly sure, but he definitely has some sort of swipe along his quad. Go to the side shot, and this one here is self-explanatory. He's got a big head back in the day. With all due respect, I mean, come on. You get in that type of condition, most people look like they have a big head. Then he's got an average head for 212. His body's getting bigger. His head stayed the same. Now he's got a smaller head because his body's so gosh darn big. It's on top of a mountain. I'm telling you right now, that's the easiest way to see how much mass he has really put on in this side chest. What an improved shot this is. I mean, he's doing battle with everybody with this pose. And the side tricep, get it to town. Actually, his tricep itself, and that's just another thing that goes to show you how much, or certain body parts are more genetic than anything else. I mean, guy has a terrible tricep. It's hard for him to build mass and make it a good pose. But Brett Wilkin, he began with a good tricep and he worked around it. And look at this physique, or he worked with it, I should say. And along with the side chest, this side tricep. This is doing battle with everybody in that lineup at the Arnold's Classics, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, unbelievable. Unfortunately, there was no rear lat spread for the men's classic. Of course, they don't do that pose, but I've seen on his Instagram that he said, or maybe it was his coach, Jansen. He said that his rear lat spread was maybe his worst pose. And yeah, I can see that. He has the muscle, he's conditioned, but he's not opened up. And now, look at that. And he is even more improved, judging by his prep pictures anyway. So it will be exciting to see this man advance. He could be the next Nick Walker, or maybe even make people in the future say, who's Nick Walker? You never know, guys. You never know. The next back shot, we do have the men's classic. And you know what? He had a good back. You see that? He actually poses better in 212. Made him a little taller for 2021 because look at his legs, guys. He stands up straighter, and I think that is better for a guy with the physique of Brett Wilkin. So it's so much goes into this. So much goes into this. You hear some people, oh, bodybuilders, the only thing special about them is they know how to lift weights. No. It took a lot of work for Brett Wilkin to perfect this rear double bicep, I assure you. It's just hard to be perfect, I am sure. I wouldn't know anything about that. Anyway, go to the abs and thigh, and this is interesting. You see this? Look at the abs. The abs were better as you go back in time. You see that? Wow. And of course, you're small, you're a classic guy. You're not eating as much. Maybe it's easier to keep that flab off the midsection. I'm telling you right now, and even in 212, his abs are just as good in 212. If he could bring that type of peel, and look at that, if he could have them abs, he would be peeled, so peeled, with that extra added mass on them lats. That's an awesome abs and thigh shot, guys. He has a lot of poses that can do a lot of damage in the open class. Most muscular, most certainly the last pose that we're going to be looking at. He has an extra dryness, I think, about him in 212. His abs, mostly. I mean, those quads, just as are more separated. And you look at the inner quads, the inner thighs, I should say. They're the hamstrings from the front, even, you can see, just bulging out. What a difference. And then you look at classic. Obviously, guys, half the size in the wheels. But they're wearing underwear. It's harder to see the wheels. Harder to see the entire legs. And they're posing much differently. But that upper body, undeniable. The guy is improving every day. I'm sure he's waking up every single day, and he's bigger, better than ever before. And if you're wondering if he's going to be better at the Arnold's Classics, I love this picture. I showed this 3-4 times maybe. The one on the left, of course, is Brett prepping for the Chicago Pro. And the one on the right is him, I believe, just last week. And we are now 4 weeks away from the Arnold's Classics. So it was the preps around the same time. So he is going to be much better, in my opinion. Judging by this picture, I mean, yeah, you can't read too much into Instagram photos. But these are taken at the exact same location. Looks like the angles are somewhat similar, a little bit different. But I mean, you can see some detail on this man. He looks just as conditioned and much bigger. So it's going to be extra exciting to see the continued evolution of Brett Wilkin as he enters the 2022 Arnold's Classics, his debut at that event. He is a standout. He is a shoo-in for a first call-out guy at that event. Hit thumbs up on the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Have a great day.